Hey guys, the Happy Cultivator here, and I'm going to show you how to set up a grow tent for growing, including the light, the exhaust fan, and the fan with inside your setup. So the first thing we're going to start with is our light. So we can shine some light on this subject and have a little bit better. We're going to start by adding a TS1000 from Mars Hydro. If you would like to get yourself a Mars Hydro light, you can use discount code THC2020 to get yourself 3% off your purchase at Mars Hydro. So let's get this light hung. What we need first is our hanging hooks, which came with the light. So we'll go ahead and clip those on. Very simple with this Mars Hydro light. You just clip them onto the ballast connection point here. Most lights have a similar way to attach the hanging hooks. And then the other thing we are going to use to hang this light is some ratcheting straps. And what I'll go ahead and do is move the camera angle so you guys can see me hang these ratchet straps. What you're going to want to do is take your ratcheting strap, and this part is what you're going to want to hang up, and then the other carabiner there hanging down is what will attach to the hooks on the light. So where you're going to hang these is right up here. If you're lucky, they'll snap around, but normally they don't. So what I do is I go ahead and take my crossbar down, which can be easier said than done, but you just want to turn it to the side. And then what I do is I just go ahead and slide the carabiner on to the post like so, and then it can slide down. Now what I'm finding on this particular one is it's not big enough to slide on to the post itself. So there's different ways that you can fix that. What I will do is probably get another loop, either another carabiner or possibly chain or a piece of rope. So I'm going to go and see what I have to make this work. It's a little difficult to get the right camera angle and too hard one-handed to show you, but basically all you do is you push this little part of your carabiner in and then put the little hoop through and it spring clamps shut and your light is hung. Alright, now what you want to do is get your electrical hole here and go ahead and put your electrical outlet through there. So that is your plug, and just feed it nice and down through that hole, and then you can go ahead and plug it into the power source. There you go. You can see I've got the plug plugged into the input for the ballast, so that's ready to rock and roll. And now I'll just feed that through so it's not dangling too bad there. And there you go. There you have it. Now all I gotta do is plug her in. Make sure that you save the twist tie. That way you can keep your room nice and tidy, and just pull out the amount of cordage that you're going to need. I think I'm only going to need about that much. So we'll go ahead and leave this twist tie on here. And put that up. I'm going to go ahead and clip this right below where the power cord is for the light, and then blow in this direction. And that's all there is to that. Very simple. Now I just need to bring this power cord up and through the electrical hole. Okay, now we have the electrical cord here. We'll just feed it right through the electrical hole here. And that's where we'll be feeding all of our cordage through and sticking it into our surge protector. See, and now that keeps that nice and tidy. And if I need to loosen it a little bit, I can pull out a little bit more. And now we'll just go ahead and plug this in and turn her on. Make sure I get her just the way I want her to. There we go. That should be perfect. There you go. That should be just about perfect. All right, let me go plug her in and turn her on. Okay, there you go. Fans all on and running. Now the last piece of the puzzle is the exhaust fan. Okay, what we have here is the Vivo Sun 195 CFM duct vent fan, and we're going to go ahead and put that up top here into that exhaust point. Alright, so now all you have to do is look at this arrow and the way you want the air to go, and put it in this vent port right here. Let me just open that up real good. We'll put the one piece of the seal point down and the other point up. And then with this particular fan, it's very lightweight and you can simply just set it right there. And then when you seal it tight, it will stay. So let me grab the seal point here. We'll go ahead and tighten that because that's what's going to keep it from falling into the tent. You want to make sure that it's around the duct fan very securely and that the whole thing is in there. Get it as tight as I can around there, and then I'll take this little pinch clip here, pinch it and cinch it. Alright, that's cinched real nice and tight. Now all I gotta do is the same thing on the underneath, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in and get it running. That way I can push the tent back up against the wall where I want it and put the surge protector up on top of the tent like I want it, because that's how I'm going to do this one. So now what I'll do is I'll just inch the tent back a little bit. Okay, now all we gotta do is come on in here and we see where our exhaust fan is at right here. Make sure not to get your fingers up in there. Alright, so now we just need to do the same thing and cinch off this part. Alright, so now we've cinched the inside as well as the outside. There's your exhaust fan. These particular Vivo Suns happen to fit real nice in these holes where they don't fall through. And yeah, 195 CFM, plenty for what you're doing here. And there your room is all set up for vegging. It's set up for autoflower. You would need a timer if you want to go ahead and do some flower. But that is that. The tent is set up, ready to rock and roll, and I will be getting some autoflowers in here. And that will be the first episode of the Mars Hydro TS1000 Automatic Grow. And remember, 3% off at marshydro.com using discount code THC2020. Remember to keep happy, stay stoned, and urban garden.